Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday live stream. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all here. I am your host, Laserpants, also known as Ryan. Happy hump day to you. I've got a very good show for you all. Hey, what's up, Yo Joe Jerk? He says, what's up, gang? Good to see you. Keanu Leaves has the right idea. He says, I flicked that like button ever so softly. Please do flick that like button. Thank you. I have a couple of very special guests for the first time for both of them. First on the docket, you might have seen me and Bobby EFAP, his video on the Street Humans Kickstarter. Everyone, please give a very warm welcome to Mark from Action Figure Atorium. Very astute. I like the outfit.
Wahoo Muhammad, everybody. Wahoo Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Indeed. Cheers. Yes. A toast to funny hats.
We got our hat game on fleek.
I will be invading Mexico while you invade Canada, and together we'll push the boundaries, so to speak, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. I like the pipe.
Well, sometimes you go pipe, and then sometimes you go cigarette.
Oh, okay. Nice. Can we do that on YouTube? Oh, well, I guess we just did. It's probably fine.
We won't tell YouTube.
We won't let them know.
No, they don't need to know this.
Okay. Well, Mark, we got someone else joining us tonight. Like I said, we're talking about McFarlane, DC. We're talking about Mattel. Maybe some other toy news. I had to bring him on. I've been trying to get him on the show for a while, but he is one of the few people I know that are hardcore McFarlane DC action figure fans. Everyone, please give a very warm welcome to Pac Photos. Welcome, Mr. Pac. Do I call you Mr. Pac?
Hey, no, everyone.
Is there a second Pac?
No, there's a Tupac, but he's no longer.
Okay. All right. No relation, right?
Yeah, no.
How you doing,
One
man?
of the few hardcore McFarlane.
I mean, listen. I don't know many people that love the line and collect it. I'm just saying. I wanted to have someone to represent the fandom of McFarlane DC. And I know we give them a lot. We give them a lot of grief here. Okay. Not the collectors, the toys themselves.
Yeah.
Right. But as we're going to see, they might be better than what came before, just ever so slightly.
Just
yeah.
I'm here to defend that thumbnail. I lost it when I saw that.
The thumbnail, I mean, that's for fun.
Nah,
it's part of the advertising. It gets people, they're like, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Pac, you have fans here. Omar V says, Pac, the McF Goat.
Throwback to Lost Cause days, the Lost Cause Collective days.
I missed Lost Cause Collective. That was a great show.
Me too.
Yo Joe Jerk says, Pac.
What's up?
Cuckoo says, Pac-Man. Pac-Man? Yeah.
Okay.
We do have a super chat. Jeez. I don't know what we're doing here. I challenge Pirate Pants to a duel. Thank you for the $2 super chat very much. That's my face in that hat in his avatar. He says, it is your choice of sabers or blasters at DFW.
Oh, so you're going.
I am going to DFW, yeah. It is official. I choose fists.
Whoa.
I know who I challenge Pirate Pants is. Okay. He doesn't want a duel.
You doxed them right now.
Well, I didn't say who he was, but yeah. Sudahuba says, go Pac myself. I'm not getting...
Super fans tonight. Super fans.
Yeah, look at Lost Cause Collective with the scissors in the chat. Because they like to scissor each other. Right, Pac?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. I thought 78 and like...
Oh, gosh.
Maybe Omar... No, they didn't. Okay. Anyway, we can move on. Mark, I know you've seen the Wednesday show. Okay. But Pac, have you ever watched the Wednesday show on 3POA podcast?
I do. I have seen it. I remember when it was loose but complete.
Yes, from back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So surely you know of a little segment I like to do on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, you're gonna cue it up here.
Do you know?
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
You are one of two people that have actually said it before I played it. You and Brandon. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Let me show you something. Mark, I know you're itching to get to your pickups for the week.
Well,
Even though before the show you told me pickups segment is boring.
it can be slow, but if done right, could be a home run.
It's not my fault. I try to keep things going.
I totally agree.
All right.
You want me to begin?
No. Yes,
Okay.
right now.
All right. So some people out there, you may remember Marvel, right? People who watch my show, you probably know that I do not collect Marvel Legends. But what I do collect, Marvel Mini-Mates. I picked this up, $8 off eBay. But look what I got it for. Check this guy out. Remember Dracula? Anthony's
Dracula.
Custom
Nice.
top worst figures. Look at how cute he is. I love him.
That might be better than the Marvel Legends version. I didn't pick it up because I just didn't like the way it looked.
Well, I love him.
Yeah.
And at $4,
Can't beat it.
scratches that itch.
Fuck.
Okay. Item number two. Item number two.
Moving it
Do
along.
you-
Moving it along. I like
Do
it.
you remember the Transformers?
No. What's that?
Okay.
This
Well,
guy.
have you ever
that
seen
something
this
with-
guy?
Unique pronouns. Oh, okay.
Camouflage Optimus Prime. This one is known as,
That is cool.
this guy is known as Supreme Tactical Commander Optimus Nuclear Blast version. Goes for about $200. Look how much I paid at eBay for it. Or,
Oh
excuse
my-
me,
What the
Goodwill. $4.
Goodwill.
$4.
$4.
That sells for $200.
Yeah.
Damn.
Some say paid too much. Okay, last item.
Real quick, I got to know what era is that Optimus Prime from?
I think it's new. I think it's like 2022 or something. I think it's,
Oh,
yeah, he transforms into a truck with like a nuclear warhead on the back. It's,
I mean that makes sense for Optimus Prime. He's into genocide and wiping out entire.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's
how I
what
got the name-
Optimus Prime is known for.
That's how I got the name Prime. Okay, last item.
Give me your face.
Check this out. Okay, interactive pet. Also
Oh.
got it at Goodwill. Gonna repaint. Put a saddle on it. Gonna have a cat figure ride it. Either one of those AWOCs or Mythic Legions, whoever fits. Okay. But before I turn this thing on, I gotta warn the chat. What you're about to hear is a Japanese woman making cat sounds. Okay.
Okay.
So it's. So you're supposed to pet it.
Heavy pet it.
You pet it. Look at that.
Yeah.
And then at some point, it just takes off running. It's
You-
gonna be good.
You have the coolest Goodwill ever. I mean,
Yeah.
you've said it. You live in Portland, which is a weird place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Portland Goodwill. If you're there, don't skip it. Cerrone Games Go wants you to put those glasses on. See, we were on a roll, and then the cat derailed us.
Some people pay for that stuff.
$5.
Have you ever, Mark? Have you ever heard that you sound like David Lynch?
I haven't heard that specifically, but now that he's passed, I can fill the shoes. I'm not doing anything. At least
Yeah.
not on Wednesdays. So
Twin Peaks 3. How about that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks, Thry Peaks. What would that? How do we? There's a
Threeks.
joke there. I'm working on it.
It's a third-party transformer from TFC, Transformer Connection. Probably.
There you go. It's also $4.
Damn.
Thanks again. Paid too
Yeah.
much.
You gonna flip that on eBay?
Eventually, why not?
Smart.
Because
Yeah.
like, how much camouflage Optimus Prime does one human need in life?
Oh my! This is a good point. Inhaled Farts is here. He says, "I love how action figure Atorium has the exact same cadence as Bill Cosby. Can we please get him to say Jello pudding
snacks? Sure, why not?
There we go. There you go, Mr. Farts. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. You got those glasses, Andy?
Oh yeah, we got the super chat.
Figure Fight Club with the $50 super chat. Holy hell! Abby, thank you so much. He says, let's keep hearing the kitty. Wait, is this party music? Bobby isn't here. Oh my God. Mark with the stacks. Figure Fight Club. Abby, thank you so much. You know, while I have this on the screen, I should take this opportunity to remind everyone that this Friday I'll be on the Figure Fight Club YouTube channel with Abby, Brandon, and Articulated Ninja. Have you seen the list of stuff he's giving away on Friday on his show? It's ridiculous.
I've seen it. It's crushing.
It's thousands, literally thousands of dollars worth of toys.
I know. It's crushing.
The grand prize being the HasLab, what's it called? Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mezco's in there. Some Mythic Legions, some really rare Mythic Legions. All kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Figure Fight Club. Abi, thank you for the very, very generous super chat. Hey, Mark, did you know the whole playing music and screaming and being silly thing? You know, I someone ripped off that whole gimmick from me, another YouTuber. Did you know that?
Not the Zero POA guy, who I think is actually just Mad Hatter. I mean, let's be honest.
It might be Mad Hatter. No. It's certain Trashcast guy. He did it for a while. I kept going with it.
The man himself?
Ethan Van Sciver took that idea from me. That's what I tell myself.
If you look at Cyberfrog and look at Ninja Turtles,
ouch.
Has he ever been out? I'm not the only one to say this.
One is cybernetic and a turtle or a frog.
Yeah.
Frogs and turtles aren't that similar. One has a shell. One tastes delicious. So I've heard. Yeah. Mpargo97, thank you for the member chat. Have a great show, fellas. We'll listen to this back at work. Thank you, Mr. Vargo.
It's better on replay, in fact.
It is. You can fast forward through pickups, which is boring, according to Mark.
RoboKitty was pretty exciting.
I did like that.
You got to hear this a recording of some Japanese woman saying meow.
I feel like I've heard that before.
I feel like I have too.
Not in the context of a electric cat toy.
Yeah, I think it gets recycled everywhere. Like you go to Japan and all the elevators, all the meow.
Bill Utley, music. Thank you for the member chat, Bill. Is it too early to hashtag Dragonfly? Yes, I'm not giving away Dragonfly on this show, but save that for Figure Fight Club on Friday. Puck photos.
Yeah.
Show us something.
How can I top that?
Here you have a robotic Japanese.
Actually, okay. I don't have a robotic one, but I have you called it a robot. I have the Praetorian from Big Bad Toy Store. Just recently got this. Yeah. I'm working on a review for this. It's my first my first Valverse Action Force figure. Then I also got Senshi. So I'm starting to open these up. And then surprisingly, I've only bought one DC Multiverse this year. And this is my second one I just picked up. It's the Fleischer Superman.
Oh, okay. That cartoon, it's wild how it's from the 1940s and it still holds up really well today.
Yeah.
Sometimes better.
Huh?
Sometimes better.
Yeah, I mean, just the animation and just everything. It's a great cartoon.
Like the noir aesthetic. It's funny. Yeah. The figure kind of looks like David Putty, though.
It's timeless.
I mean, the whole aesthetic of that show was ripped off by Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, but also good show though.
Excellent show. That's not a shot at Batman the Animated Series.
And then the whole thing ripped off by Ethan Van Sciver. Somewhere we'll find it.
It's under investigation.
Oh yeah, no, we got guys in the field right now.
And everything that PTP has ever done has been ripped off from something, in my opinion, for legal purposes.
How that Transformers line he has? What the?
See, actually, it's more like Robotech. His words, not mine. It's more like Robotech.
Oh, that's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, guys, actually, Hey, Robert's Infinite Realms is here. Thanks for the super chat. I can't afford this chat. Hey, Mark, Ryan, and Mar.
Aloha.
It's Pac, but that's okay. You could have made it fit. You could have made it fit, Robert. Thank you for the super chat. All right, my pickups real quick. I wanted some Mego dolls, okay, but I wanted them to be really expensive.
Oh,
okay. So I got the Mezco Spider-Man and Green Goblin, and I got a really good deal on. That's a horrible pose, but I got a really good deal on Mercari on these as a bundle.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want the Mezco Fantastic Four. Of course, the trailer dropped and it's sold out everywhere, and I'm sure it's way out of my price range on the secondary market. But yeah, I kind of wanted to put together a classic Mego looking Marvel collection, just like one shelf. Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. They're doing Hulk, right? So we'll see.
That's noble. That's worthy.
I like the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's classic.
It's grown on me.
With the
Yeah,
look of the...
Huh? Yeah, did they fit with the NECA 8-inch guys?
No, these would fit more with Marvel Legends, just they don't look right to go with Marvel Legends, but they're about the same size.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, NECA's huge. I
thought the Mego stuff was kind of that size. I thought they were...
Yeah, Mego is 8-inch, but Mezco is 6-inch. What I'm saying is these look like Mego.
Oh, I got you. Right. There, but they're actually the 6-inch Mezco. Okay.
Because the big heads, the pajama style costumes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because Mezco's into like it's a body and we put a coat on it, $90. But I'm not getting. Though.
It is. I'm well. You get a whole bunch of crap, but
you get a reissue Ghost Rider motorcycle.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah, I know other people did though. And they were sad.
Maybe you'll find that at the Goodwill one day.
I did find a Gomez lunchbox at Goodwill for like $3 or something, but I never found the Gomez or any other shit because, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the stuff that's actually valuable, they don't put that out on the shelves. No. I mean, other than that weird knockoff Transformer that got through, they put them on their auction site. So all the really good stuff is being looted by Goodwill in real time.
Yep.
Damn.
So, bummer.
Yep. They have caught on. It's all the YouTube videos where people find this awesome stuff at the Goodwill, and they're like, "Hey, wait a minute."
I do those.
Yeah.
That's my shtick.
Yeah, you ruined it for us.
I ruined some of it for us.
Okay.
Okay, I ruined all of it.
Not for you. You still have a good Goodwill. Should we get into our topic or just? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. People want to know.
I got one more pickup if you guys care. You guys care?
No, I want to see what you got.
I got a naked Odious.
Cool. $50? Or did somebody?
No. I got a free membership, right? A gifted membership from his channel, and he made a post that said $10 off. So I got it for $40.
Nice. Good move.
Yeah.
I backed the campaign, but I just gave $10 with nothing. Just say here, good luck, man. I hope it happens.
Oh, you're nice.
Kind of. I didn't,
Yeah.
But I didn't spend $80 or anything. I just said,
right. Yeah, $10.
Sandwich.
Make your dreams come true.
Hey, kid.
Yeah.
Flip a bottle cap, kid.
All right, let's get into it.
Sure.
Big toy news. Everyone was talking about it last week, but I couldn't do a show on Saturday, so I'm talking about it today, late, after everyone else has already talked about it.
No, it's best time to talk about it.
And interviewed Todd McFarlane, by the way. He gave some other YouTube channels that don't put his face in thumbnails and deface his likeness. He gave them interviews. Not this channel, though. Even though I've tried.
John Delarose, remember him?
Yeah.
He's interviewed Todd McFarlane. How? John Delarose is kind of a lemon.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I don't like him.
No.
This is from Toy Arc. Mattel has regained the DC license from old Toddy Mac. It says, oh, by the way, this is how they start their article. So, like, whoa. That's really how it starts. It's right here. It's written.
It's journalism.
So, like, whoa. Big one here, assuming there isn't any asterisk we can't see yet. This was 5 days ago. Mark, just so you know, the lapel is rubbing around.
Okay, I'm trying not freak out.
Mattel has regained the license to produce DC Comics action figures starting in 2026. So you're not going to see any slowdown on McFarlane action figures right away.
No.
In fact, you might see more, maybe. Maybe he's going to pump more out into the market if he can. Omar, no.
Sideburns.
I'm not shaving my sideburns. Oh, it's not showing again. It's doing the stupid StreamYard thing. Oh, remember the last show I did with the stupid stream? You guys don't watch the show, obviously.
No.
I do watch the show, but I don't remember what the technical difficulty was because you're so professional that
I roll with it.
We only remember the good parts.
I'm just looking at my screen down here and making sure it shows up on YouTube now. I'm just waiting for the delay. There it is. It's on the screen.
I'm still struggling with my microphone, but so.
It says, so like, whoa. Yeah, so Mattel has taken back the license for DC Comics action figures. I saw a lot of people celebrating. Most people celebrating.
Why?
Exactly. What? Do they not remember the Mattel figures?
Dude,
now there was a few in like the last year or two that were pretty good, but they were collecting Connects. The Clayface, the King Shark. Is it King Shark? Yeah, King Shark. I thought those were great. I put those together. They put out an Alfred, I think, in the last wave that was good. Remember the Alfred pack photos that was on the Joker body?
Yeah, like 3 different head sculpts on there.
He had the is it Nathan Go? Who played Alfred in '89 Batman? Something Go. Arthur Go? Nathan Go? Anyway, Go. That was a great likeness. And then they had the 66 Alfred head on that thing. Mm-hmm. And then a comic book head. It was great. It was great. Everyone's excited about King Shark is dated. Killer Croc was pretty good. Listen, everything from Mattel now is dated from, that was 6-7 years ago. That's all dated. McFarlane's had the license for 5 years.
Yeah.
Actually, not going on.
No, wait, 2020, right?
Yeah, but I was going to say that because I remember that last wave was a Killer Croc wave. Just for some stats out there, people were like, "Oh, it's so great with Mattel." It was okay, like it was good. They had pinless joints, right? There were 6 figures in a wave. Only 2 of them had double jointed elbows. The rest were single jointed.
Yeah,
cheaper that way.
Yeah, Mattel had, I think they were trying to catch up to Legends and what they were doing, but it just took too long and they put out too much crap.
Yeah.
They put out, right, Mark? They put out way too much crap.
They're focused on kids. That they've always been a kids brand, and that's
then why are they doing $20 action figures at the time?
Well, because it's the parents who gotta pay for it,
Yeah, but they were also doing really niche DC characters that kids probably wouldn't know. They were trying to be the DC Marvel Legends, is what they were trying to do.
Are you talking about the DC Classics they did?
No, not those. It was called Multiverse.
Okay.
They started off in red boxes, then they went to blue boxes. They had collecting connects. Of course, the DC UC had collecting connects too. Yeah, there's 2 different lines there, Mark. Is that in your notes?
I actually only collect Catwoman action figures from the DC line, so
I believe you.
It's true.
Yeah,
I have several examples.
Where was I? I don't remember. Hey, Pop Photos, do you have more stats for us?
No, just that. And then I was trying to look into it because I know people are saying it did take us like 4 years to get a comic book Wonder Woman. I'm pretty sure I'm separating DC UC, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we got a comic book Wonder Woman until like 2 or 3 years after Multiverse launched.
Okay.
So I'm because a lot of it was movie based, just like with McFarlane. I think the first year that Wonder Woman 84 figures came out, it was horrible, but yeah.
Yeah. God, those are bad. Yeah. Okay. So it's going back to Mattel. McFarlane has lost it. Now, Mark, before the show, we were talking about the channel that interviewed Todd recently.
Yeah. Someone dropped that in one of my videos in the comments. That's how I saw it. Somebody scooped me on it, and I watched it. And Todd McFarlane answers to a podcaster when he asked the question about this very losing the license. And Todd McFarlane basically said, no, we're going to do something with DC. We're not out. But he didn't say what. He didn't have anything. He had nothing. But he didn't want to tell people they're out because, one, marketing, he's got to keep the hype going. He's got another year worth of figures in the pipeline, and your company can't be called dead man walking when it comes to collectors. They got to think that there's still juice, right?
Yep.
And the second thing is all these articles coming out in the headlines, they all say Mattel wins, McFarlane loses, and he can't be branded a loser in the headline. So he's got to say something, the effect that he didn't lose, but he clearly doesn't have a win. He doesn't have a deal. He hasn't gone to DC, and they haven't said, yeah, you can make the new line of tchotchkes or whatever,
I mean, how excited do you think Rob Liefeld is? McFarlane is a loser. He lost it.
Well, they do have a bit of a long-standing rivalry, so.
Yeah. I just think, he might be celebrating a little bit.
I'm sure he is. But also, do you get the feeling that Rob Liefeld at the end of the day is also super miserable in life?
Possibly, yeah.
I think he's I think every day he's bummed about something. Something bums him out that he should I should be the president of Marvel or something. You know what I mean? I think
and he tends to take it out on Todd McFarlane.
Everybody, Todd Father here, bringing you the latest in the Todd McFarlane. This is the new Batman Samurai. Batman Samurai, kind of cool, got some cool shit here and there and in a package, and I make them a little bigger so they don't match up with their Hasbros, just to fuck with you, because that's what I do. I fuck with people. Turn on the light. Anyway, everybody, this is the new Samurai Batman, looking cool. Gonna come up with the 2-pack and the 3-pack and the 4-pack and the 5-pack. Gotta go buy my toys.
Jeez, look at that guy. He's so mean.
I don't think those guys are really angry at each other, because I think at the end of the day, they're alumni, and I think that they realize that they have a lot more in common. And they're going to be the last man standing sort of feeling. That's Rob Liefeld. Todd McFarlane's going to be his only ally eventually.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's mad at Kevin Feige.
I just think Liefeld's miserable. That's all. And Todd McFarlane doesn't go to the bathroom when he's at a con, so he's probably miserable too.
I mean, I'd be miserable after a while.
Yeah, sure, certainly.
We should really get back to talking about the toys.
I guess we should, but there's a lot of dynamics in these personalities, and you can learn a lot about these companies from who's running them. So, again, the thing is, Todd McFarlane's right now he's trying to spin the story in his favor, but he doesn't have a deal with DC right this second. He's probably on the phone. He's probably like, "Yo, pick up. Are you there?"
There are rumors that he may be continuing on with the Superpowers line after Mattel takes over in mid-2026. But man, it seems like even if he did that, the Superpowers line seems like it's gone farther than it should have.
They've run out of stuff to superpower?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're doing modern stuff in superpower aesthetic. I don't know who's into that. Maybe you are, Mark, or Pac. Pac, do you get the superpower stuff too?
No.
If I saw it at Goodwill and it was $1,
I mean, then you're not that into it, are you?
Not at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If there was again, Catwoman. That's it.
I've seen, knuckleheaded comments on the internet that says, "Oh, Todd lost the license because he doesn't do good articulation."
I don't necessarily know that he'd lost anything though, really.
No, I just think he got outbid when it came back up. Or maybe he didn't even get a chance to pitch for it. And they're like, hey, Mattel, you want this back?
So I have a theory on that.
Let's hear it.
Here's the theory. Okay. DC is all about James Gunn universe going forward. Here's the way DC works. They have 1 million licenses out. Warner Brothers specifically has 1 million licensing out with tons of different SKUs, different companies, apparel, fast food, junk food like M&Ms and snackables,
Sure.
kids backpacks, trapper keepers, pens, pencils, in addition to all that shit, in addition to all the toys. And it's not just like Spin Master and McFarlane. Mattel was making preschool DC toys. Hasbro's got their line, their Imagine Next. Funko, that Primal Age thing I sent you, Ryan.
Yeah.
That Aquaman, right? They've got the then there's those like Japanese companies, those like Yamaguchi companies are making
Mafex,
stuff.
Mezco.
Mafex. So it's just some little sliver in the pie for them, right? And it's just some number that goes up and down every year. And they just like, oh, it's at 13.5,
Right.
And then they move on, right? What works for Warner Brothers is if the show is a hit, if the movie's a hit, everything goes up. All those SKUs, everything rises. They got to have hits. The show's got to be hits. And the reason why they went with Mattel is they want Mattel to put the toys in the stores for advertising. That's 100% what it's about. It's not that they lose money, right? That they're going to like, oh, we gave it to Mattel and we lost money. They're going to make money with it. It's not that they're not going to make money. They just want the advertising because they want the shows to be hits. If the shows are hits, it works. So that's all Warner Brothers does. That's all Spin Master was to them. It was just an advertising branch. For Todd McFarlane, because he's comic book royalty, they gave him the license because they knew that he could juice the brand and do whatever Todd McFarlane wants to do. Oh, he's going to jokerize stuff. They don't care. They just know he's going to juice the brand because he's an old school comic book guy, right? Mm-hmm. And he did. He did all that stuff. If he wanted to do like Batman 66, he did it.
He did it.
Right? If he wanted to do this other Batman, he did it. He just did whatever he wanted. And they're like, yeah, go for it. As long as Spin Master was advertising the shows. It just happens that there was a run of movies, the Zack Snyder ones, that were, let's face it, they were lemons in a way, right? They were kind of, they
were trash.
Yeah, but with the James Gunn universe, the JGU we'll call it, going forward, they want Mattel on board, and Mattel wants on board. Why? Because I don't think Mattel wanted to be part of the Zack Snyder shows because they were a little bit too violent and maybe gruesome. And
they made a lot of Zack Snyder toys before Todd took over.
Okay, so how did they do then?
I mean, the toys sucked.
Yeah, I think it may have what soured them. And I think what they're into now is they see the kid friendly, because James Gunn, he's friendly with kids.
Ooh.
If you know what I'm, hey, no. You're bound to find out.
Watch out, James.
So I'm pretty convinced that Mattel wants to get into the whole thing that Warner Brothers wants because they see this as making kids' toys.
It's all sunshine and rainbows again.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what I haven't heard is if like Spin Master, if all that's, do they keep what they're doing, or is that going to Mattel too? Because like you said, Hasbro has Imagine Next. They got DC on the shelf like perpetually for like the last 10 years.
I'm guessing. So I haven't heard anything about Spin Master. I'm guessing that they're not doing DC anymore. I'm guessing that Mattel's taking over and they're going to make kids' toys for all the movies, and it's going to be in all the superstores.
Yeah, well, it says right here in the article, through the partnership, Mattel is awarded the global licensing rights to develop and market a full range of DC-themed action figures, play sets, accessories, role-play products, and adult collectibles. Sure. Adult collectibles starting in the second half of 2026. Yeah. The agreement spans all DC stories and characters, including Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Joker, Harley Quinn, and many more. So it's not just going to be the movies. It's everything. I'm sure they're going to have a comic line. I'm sure they're going to try to compete with Marvel Legends again, right? They're going to be on the shelf there instead of McFarlane, instead of Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
It's going to be Matty McTell.
I think they're going to go thin though. So the comment that I saw from a reply by Jersey Maniac on one of his Instagram posts was, and he changed my mind when he posted. He said, no, Mattel's not stupid. They're not going to just make kids' toys. And he was right. He was totally right. But that doesn't mean that they're going to go ham, because look at it this way. Check this out. What did Mattel do with Motu, right? They had 4 lines going. They had a line for that Kevin Smith show, right? That Masterverse. Then they had a line of toys for that kids CGI show, the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, right? So 2 kids lines. The third line was those minifigures, right? And that was just for poor people. Those are just little fridge magnet tchotchke stuff. The fourth line was the adult collector line, right?
Origins.
Yes, exactly. And they were like kind of the original He-Man, but with better articulation.
Yeah.
Right. And they did some like Mattel creation stuff. They did some high-end kind of luxury things. But if you think about it, that original Motu stuff itself is a kid's line from the 80s. It was, if you think about it, it was all kids stuff. And I think that's what they're going to do with this new James Gunn universe. And if they do adult collectibles, they're just going to like scoop the easiest stuff off for retro purposes, just like they did with the Motu things, and and give you that. You're not going to get anything good. That's my prediction. You're not going to get anything good from Mattel. You're going to get crap.
In POC Photos, I want your opinion, but I think they're going to go back to 6-inch, what they did before. Maybe they'll stick with the 7-inch this time, because DCUC was pretty big. It was almost 7-inch, but maybe they'll go with 7-inch just to try to fit in with whatever McFarlane was doing before. Or maybe they'll say, no, and 6-inch again, like we were doing before we lost it. And maybe, we'll go head to head with Hasbro Marvel Legends, because DC and Marvel are always competing with each other. Pac, what do you think?
I agree with Mark. You should check out his video, by the way, because I saw your video, Mark. I think that Mattel went with DC went with Mattel because of James Gunn's reboot. And I think it's funny because you mentioned about the kid products and stuff like that. I remember when WWE went with Mattel, they moved to more of a PG product.
Totally. They totally want the kids who are into wrestling.
But I think they might do.
But they can do both.
They can. I think they might do like because before they lost the license, they had like basic type of DC figures, like those Batman mission ones that had like basic articulation. And they had the multiverse. So I think they're going to do that again. And I think maybe see which one sells better than just stick with that or put more funds into that one. But
I mean, as it stands right now, Spin Master is right next to McFarlane on the shelf. And I think Mattel will just do the same thing.
Yeah. But I have to believe they're going to be like in the same scale as WWE or Masterverse, because I can't imagine them scaling down to 6-inch,
Yeah, maybe. Do you think we're going to see, I mean, even though Funko kind of already did it, you think we're going to see a Motu DC crossover? Because Motu's crossing over with everything. Motu right now, you can go look at the shelf. They're crossed over with, of all things, Stranger Things.
Really?
There's Stranger Things, Masters of the Universe figures on the shelf, right next to their Ninja Turtles and Masters of the Universe crossover. Yeah.
So
it's like when they did Ninja Turtles and Stranger Things.
So, Pat, you saw McFarlane is doing Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that means? It means everybody's got the line. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next, Ethan Van Sciver will be doing Ninja Turtles. He's like,
hey, I want to be surprised.
Like ragging on me. You're getting them.
Yep.
So, somebody said Jokerized He-Man. I have to believe, because there's somebody that is in charge of consumer products at DC, Jim Fletcher. I have to believe he was like behind some of those like kooky stuff that McFarlane did, like the Frozen edition or the Jokerized edition. I feel like we're gonna get stuff like that when it comes to Mattel, man. Like
I think that was 100% all Todd. That just seems like a Todd thing. All right, guys, check this out. We're gonna make them all ice. It's gonna be cool. Got two of those. Got two of those. It's gonna be cool. And then we're gonna go over here and get the gold ones. It's it's like a statue, but it's a figure.
Yeah, he did those Chase variants, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like that's his big marketing idea? He's like, oh, they're gonna love this. Wait till they see these. They're gonna love these.
So as someone that collected the line, that was probably one of the most frustrating things for collectors of Multiverse for those Chase editions, because they put the ones that people wanted as the Chase editions, like the blue Azrael, like from Knight's End, like that should have been the regular retail release instead of the red. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're a completist, like when companies do that kind of stuff, it doesn't bother me because I'm not really a completist in anything. So when Black Series was doing carbonized and credit collection, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm passing on it. It's just one less thing that I wanted to buy, and I'm fine with that because I want to buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So unless you're a completist, which I don't know why you would be, but I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's the collector mentality.
Yeah.
I would look at the Jokerized stuff and just be like, easy pass, don't need those. I'll get the next thing. Or are you the guy that wants it all?
No, I picked up like one. It was the Jokerized, or two, Jokerized Dark Knight, because I put Heath Ledger's Joker head sculpt on there because I thought it was kind of cool. He's like wearing a Christian Bale suit, but it's in a Jokerized outfit, Like
I just wanted to show those. Yeah. That's Pock Photos and Toddy Mac.
So if you click that video, that was the first time they had an event at New York Comic Con. I was like, yo, can you make this figure again? It was Todd the Artist figure that he came out in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking credit for it, but look at that, what he's wearing there, and then the figure we ended up getting.
Yeah. It's all you. Yeah, you did it.
From the Venom head, the hat, but that was about it.
Yeah, he couldn't have a Venom hat on his own figure. He doesn't have the Marvel license. Yeah. Oh, look at you. Look at you being a fanboy, Pac.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, congratulations on.
Is that Toy Shiz you're with?
No. That's Rob D. Toys, Sir Dork, and the guy to the left is the photographer who I think really upped their toy photography, because a lot of their toy photography is featured in DC Comics, like as cover variants.
Okay.
Yeah, Aesthetic One, that's his name. Yeah.
Man, yeah, Sir Dork's channel is like taking off.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, I like his videos. Okay, let's go to the chat. A little bit behind. We'll get back to it. First of all, True Star Screamer, thank you for gifting 3 POA podcast membership. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Shaka Zulu.
That Collected Disconnect. He says McFarlane for life.
Sure, why not?
McFarlane until I guess you're gonna die in July 2026 then.
No, he's gonna Phoenix out. He's gonna. Aren't there rumors that he's gonna like put in a bid for some of that diamond stuff? Isn't that part of the rumors?
I did, yeah. So someone that watches this show that knows things has told me, grain of salt, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's bidding on the toy division of Diamond Select or Diamond,
Really?
Just Diamond Select, yeah. That doesn't mean that the license carries over though. The Marvel that does not. In fact, it more than likely does not.
You get the brand,
right?
You might get some talent, and you might get furniture.
Wait, so the licenses don't carry over if they acquire they buy that?
Usually not.
Yeah, that stuff's not transferable usually.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian Rowland, thanks for the member chat. Mostly celebrating for getting DC figures at 6 inches and hoping articulation gets updated to current articulation. I think they will do Batman. Batman will be one of the first ones they do.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get... They will always do as many Batman figures in whatever colors. Because you have $1 and then it's like, here he is in, blue and gray and black and black and yellow and black and,
Pock Photos, how many McFarlane Batman figures do you have? Do you even know?
More than I can count, honestly.
Yeah. Is he your favorite DC guy? Batman?
Batman, yeah. And then the Joker being second, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes, they will do Batman. And by the way, don't celebrate yet. We don't know. We really don't know what Mattel's going to do with it. We know what they've done before, but that could all change. We'll see. What if they just keep on calling it multiverse and say, "Hey, Todd, we're going to use your molds"? Pock Photos would be happy.
A lot of people would be unhappy though.
I would love just a regular domestic 6-inch line of DC figures, similar to Marvel Legends, but better than that. That'd be nice. It'd be a dream come true. If that existed, I probably wouldn't have so many expensive Mafex figures.
You think it's going to cut into Mafex sales? Like if it ends up being
No, because I think Mafex fans are, they're fans of what's
totally different thing like that.
Yeah. I mean, when the price point is $25 or $80, that's
like those compete with like SH Figure Arts type stuff and Figmas and things like that. And Mattel's Mattel's like, just think Barbie, okay? Think whatever the mentality of Barbie is, and just juxtapose that onto Batman and Wonder Woman, and that's what you're getting. In fact, you're actually going to get Ken Batman again and Wonder Woman Barbie again. You're going to get all that stuff again. So just enjoy it.
Mods, we're going to need to permanently ban Omar V here in the chat, please. Not really. Don't do that.
What if it said was a Hasbro, like a past tense, like you grew out of it?
I never dedicated my life to a company, so that's never been the case for me.
Okay.
Maybe Glob Shillman did.
Glob is he's a different kind of guy. All right. He was fatherless growing up. And
props to you for doing that, San Diego.
I didn't do anything. It was all Glob. And he's going back, I heard, this year. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I didn't see you two in the same room at the same time. So
never did. Colossal Customs, it's going to be the same sculpt and articulation as they had before. That is the most likely scenario. Yes, I think you're probably right. Judge Dredd says, the only thing I ever bought Mattel are the dinos. The rest look goofy to me. Their dinos are awesome. Now, the people that they make to go with the dinos are not awesome. Yeah.
Well, the dinos are rad. There was like 30 of them at Goodwill for like $1 each. And I got them all in like a grocery bag, dude. It's insane.
It's almost worth moving to Portland just to go to Goodwill.
Well, I live 2 blocks from it. So when I get up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I need to like go outside and so I walk down there, and then you start strolling. And by the way, this idea, not to digress, this idea that kids don't play with toys anymore is really not true.
No, they do.
Because there is so much stuff in that Goodwill, physical toys, like it's got to come from somewhere. And then parents go in there with their kids and they just drop them off in the toy aisle to babysit them. And these kids just absolutely destroy shit. Like you'll see these really expensive 1/24th, 1/18th die-cast cars, the Maestos and stuff. And then you come back the next day and they're missing like a wheel in the door and the windshield. And you're like, this thing's like $40, fucking kids.
It's like you go into Ross, same thing. Open packages, toys everywhere.
Just destroyed. Yeah. And so you have to like rescue this. There's stuff that I don't want. I'm like, but if I don't buy this, like, it's going to be like, it's like these kids just crush the stuff. They're just like,
It's like a bunch of SIDS from Toy Story.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Or worse. Yeah, whatever
James
that
Gunn is with those kids.
Which, by the way, we don't have Ollie's Ross here in the Portland area. And so the unsold Target stuff goes to salvage, gets a little sticker, like, they pull it and they donate it to Goodwill.
Yep.
And then Goodwill puts out. So I'll go in there one day and there'll be like 30 of these Target exclusive Black Series Rogue One X-Wing pilot in teal, whatever that dude was. It's like they don't put like one out a day and just like
right. They put
them all out, and they just sat there for weeks, dude, until they went to half off, and they sat there even longer. Yeah. And like those Eternals were there. Like you could just take that stuff and you could strap them to your shoes for snowshoes in the winter. That stuff's
just junk.
Yeah, and all the Motu stuff was there. Like there was just piles of that unsold Motu stuff. Mattel must have just shoveled that into like the Target in Portland or something.
Someone's doing it in Portland.
Yeah, I see all that. I can tell you.
Maybe
all
it was
these
looters.
things that
Maybe
didn't sell.
looters looted Target in Portland, and
You
then
know-
like we don't want this crap, and they just dumped it at the Goodwill.
Looter, yeah, right. Target looters got all this like.
What are we
Motu
going to do
stuff
with
and
all
they're,
these
like,
Motu figures and Eternal? We don't want these. Why did we
throwing
loot
the
this?
boxes
And then
out on the road?
they throw it through the window at the Goodwill. They smash the window and throw it inside the Goodwill. Like we don't want.
There was a bunch of unsold DC multiverse figures there one day. Wave Rider, I think the guy's name was.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There was like 4 of them there. I was like, oh, he's not very popular. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't make the Target tour. Now he's at my Goodwill, and they sat at the Goodwill for a long time. Normally, because people go in there and they try and buy that stuff. There's endless Funkos in there. I don't know if you guys know this, but like Funko is just like it's like a Hydra or something. Like you pull one all the way and like 30 more come out, and you're like, what is this?
Funkos are everywhere.
I was at the terminal at the Dominican Republic coming back, and I was like, there's nothing but Eternal Funkos everywhere.
Yeah,
in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
they're even there. God,
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
True Star Screamer, thanks for the member chat. If Mattel makes DC figures like their wrestling figures, I have hope. If the old team comes back, though, ... Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
They don't do that. Mattel keeps moving the people around. Like the guys who worked at Hot Wheels will go to wrestling, and the wrestling guys will go to like Barbie, and the Barbie guys will go to like, I don't know, pick something else, and they go there.
Yeah.
They just keep rotating all those dudes around. They all work at different places. So you're going to get people working on the DC line who don't know DC and probably don't like action figures and probably don't like you and also I try to explain to people because everyone's all like, oh, so-and-so is going to take over and they're going to, what you don't understand is these business deals that are made up at the top are made by people in boardrooms, right? Who don't know what a scale is or what, they don't know like articulation or deco. And if you were to talk to one of these people, they think you're talking Swahili or something. They're like, I don't know, they're just moving millions of dollars around on the table. And these deals are made on the golf course, dude. They're not made in the toy aisle. So when I see comments of people thinking like, oh, what's going to happen to this if Marvel loses that, if Hasbro loses the Marvel line, like a bunch of money is going to get moved into someone's pocket is what's going to happen. Nothing, nothing.
Yeah.
The toys are an afterthought to these people. They put people on these gigs who don't know anything about the,
Exactly.
Like Bobby's got tons of stories of like he pitches a character and like his boss doesn't even know who the fucking character is half the time.
Yeah, it was
Kingpin making these toys.
He pitched Kingpin,
yeah.
And Jesse Falcon said, "What, you just want to do a fat guy in a suit?" Which, by the way, I take offense to. Okay?
I do too,
but
for different reasons.
But like you're the Marvel guy and you don't know who you don't have reverence for Kingpin?
Yeah.
He's a major player in the Marvel universe, Mark.
Yeah, these cats don't know any of this stuff. And that's why they hated Bobby. They're like, he knows more than me and he has a passion. Get rid of him.
He called him names too.
Well, I'm in that group.
I remember Bobby talking about like putting just an Aunt May head sculpt in one of the Chameleon figures, and then years later they have an Aunt May figure from the animated series. That's crazy.
Right? Yeah. All right, back to the chat.
Yes, more chat, please.
Dino Spumoni, thanks for the member chat. I think the 6-inch possibility has got people excited. That's true.
Then you're not going to get it. Let me put another prediction. If you think Mattel's going to make something you want, they're definitely not going to do it.
No.
There's no way.
No.
Do you think they're going to take like the wrestling sculpts and just like put a Batman logo on it? And like, no, they're going to put some Barbie dude on it, and you're going to get Batman in high heels.
They're going to have a new
tiara
toy called.
It comes with a Vespa, Batman Vespa tiara, high heel Batman. You're getting it.
Barbie. Yep.
You're getting it. Yeah, you're getting
Batman's Dream House.
Talking about Runway Batman. Or New York Fashion Week Batman.
Runway Batman. I like that. I like Runway Batman. Yeah.
I would like a 6-inch DC line that's on the shelf at Walmart and Target. We'll see if they make it any good if they do it. Thank you, Dino.
You're going to get ones with one point of articulation.
Oh, like those Hasbro ones that are just basically the cut at the arms. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Just the head falls off. Doesn't turn, just falls off.
Justin Booth, thanks. Thanks for the member chat. He says the Mattel DC Multiverse Kilmer Panther suit Batman was horrible. However, their DC Multiverse Danny DeVito Penguin figure was pretty awesome. I have that one. It doesn't look like DeVito, but it's okay. It's a, big giant figure, but it's short. Thank you, Justin Booth. Impossible Pie always wants us to trash Rob Liefeld for his Kickstarter.
He supposedly never fulfilled it, right? Is that the story?
Yeah, he didn't fulfill it.
Dirty. He didn't.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like,
what's wrong with these people?
He's joked about it from what I've heard as well online. Like, I never shipped out. I never finished that.
Yeah, because when you're a dick, you got to double down on that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You have to. Zakanen is here. Thank you for the super chat, Zakanen. We're almost into the stream. All sunshine and rainbows. I would expect nothing less. Thank you, Mr. Zakanen.
Zakanen, we got something for you.
Oh, yeah. Hit it. No? Okay. Scully Official, thanks for the member chat. Guys, take a look at the McFarlane Mortal Kombat line. They had one job and effed it up. We can do that for sure.
Whoa. Hold on. They didn't have it up.
No, see, we need... We got Pocky McShill pants here. Let's see. Let me go back to this website.
The entire shelf behind me is Marvel Legends.
I know, right? It's okay if you like it. Why is it not on the front page of Toy Arc? Do they not cover Mortal Kombat?
Did you see the video where it said no photography and Todd's recording? He's just like, look, it says no photography.
Yeah, I did watch that, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. He's like, oh, look, guys, but I'm Todd McFarlane. That's my name. I'm going to film it. Yeah. Let's see. I can't find it on Toy Arc, so screw it. Back to the chat. Displaying model behavior.
I just saw his cup.
Drink of my cup, he says. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. We got Figmatic Finds, Viper Scout. The stupid thing jumped on me and I lost everyone, but welcome to channel memberships, all of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Dave.
going to love being a member. You're going to love it.
It's great. You get an after show. It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Waffles. They make waffles for you.
Don't do that. No, that's not.
They want to. They want to make waffles for you, but they don't. But they want to.
I don't even want to.
They talked about it once.
No, not that either.
Someone in the chat talked about it once.
That's a possibility.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Oh my God. Here. Abby from Figure Fight Club with 10 3POA podcast memberships. Abby, thank you so much. Pock Photos doesn't have the party glasses like me and Mark do. Mark can't get his to turn on.
Mine went down. Probably for the best. But that's okay. I got backup.
Did he?
He's got the pinky ring. Kiss the ring, baby. Thank you, Figure Fight Club, for 10 3POA podcast memberships. I had someone tell me that it's getting old and annoying.
No, it gets better. It's real comedy is based on repetition.
Just do it every 10 minutes. Even though there's no
Even if there's no gifted memberships?
Yeah.
John Papa Sergio, thanks for the member chat. You're going to get DC Origins Motu style figures. I have no doubt about that. Of everything that people have theorized tonight, I do see a DC Motu crossover coming.
Yeah, Funko did it already, though, which is funny.
Yeah, but they did it like if they were cavemen. I think we'll just see like Superman with no shirt and the S symbol on his chest like He-Man.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you have Wonder Woman. Who's the chick from He-Man? I don't watch He-Man.
Tila,
there you go. Wonder Woman Tila. Yeah, I think we'll get DC Origins Motu style for sure. Zakanen with 5 3POA podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Zakanen. Lots of gifted memberships. The end credits on this show are getting ridiculously long. I recently remade it for March. So yeah, stay tuned for to see your name in the end credits of this show. If you're a channel member. Thank you, Zakanan. K-Dog Broadcasting says, have I missed anything? Any mask comments yet? We can look at mask too.
We could talk about mask.
We can totally talk about mask.
That's who's doing that? Is it Nacelle? Is that what they're called?
No. Loyal subjects.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, the best action Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, K-Dog, okay? I'm going to need you to calm down in the time being. POC photos.
Yeah.
If you could decide what Mattel does with their DC line, and you are a McFarlane fan, what do you want Mattel to do?
Not just a McFarlane.
I know.
Honestly, they should continue using wired soft good capes because I think that should be like a standard with a lot of, you know what I mean? Like retail domestic lines.
It should be by now. Yes.
Like when they try to do that thing with Dr. Doom and it's just like a sheet cloth, you know, like that, like something like this should be like a standard. Yeah. For me, this might sound, but I think 6-inch would be better. You know, it'd be funny if they did 7-inch just to piss off people, but I think a 6-inch line would be better.
I mean, you look at all those legends.
Yeah.
Don't you want Superman to go next to your Captain America? Wouldn't that be cool?
Photography, like perspective wise.
Yeah. Well, listen, not everyone's as fancy as you.
Dude, I photograph on my countertop, which is crazy because I used to do like lit shots and sets and no engagement. Take a photo on a countertop, everyone likes it. It's like, all right, keep doing that.
Yeah.
Praetorian,
it gets lost in those get lost in a sea of toy photography. They really do. It's unfortunate because a lot of it it's just more fluff. You know, it's like, oh, that's an awesome shot. Look at this. And then there's another awesome shot. Look at this. And then another and another and another. So when you do something different, like it's in your kitchen on your countertop,
yeah,
but it's well done. People stop by and they'll click that little heart, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like it'd be cool, you know, to have like a team up, especially they're gonna do a crossover in the comics again, right? DC and Marvel.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be the amalgam universe, but it'll be something.
I had read that a couple of years ago. That was pretty bad. I'm trying to remember if it was the one that was do you remember it was like the fan voting, like who wins this battle, Cap or Batman and stuff
that
like
was
that.
So long ago.
It was like Lobo versus Wolverine, yeah. But,
hey, I tell you what.
Huh.
Now that Mattel and Hasbro are playing nicey nice, Mattel does a 6-inch line similar to Legends, and they want to play nice. You think we see a crossover there?
Maybe. But then I think they're going to get selfish.
Mark is muted, but he's saying no.
They're going to be selfish about who gets most of the profit, right? Is that what's going to...
Trying to fix these glasses so we can accept more super chats. But no, these two companies, they don't hang out together, dude. They're not going to...
Yes, they do.
Well...
There's Optimus Prime Hot Wheels now.
What?
Well, you know, actually, you hit upon something there.
Yeah.
In that Hasbro doesn't want to do anything
right
other than license it out. So why not license stuff out? And I made the prediction that the Hasbro people, check it out, I'm facing you now. So the Hasbro people are going to become the stewards of Marvel Legends on behalf of Disney. That they're not going to make the stuff themselves, but they'll pick who gets to make it, and they'll give them all the specs and the sheets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way they do with Haya and G.I. Joe Classifieds. You know, Haya does the 3.75 ones, which, by the way, I haven't seen the quality of those, but the pictures, and I was like, they look the same to me, relative. You know, I mean, maybe they're all rubbery and bendy and stuff, but it seems like if you can play nice with Hasbro, they'll like, hey, here's some more files. Go make something and send us checks. And they might just do that to Mattel. Why not? What do they care? As I've also pointed out, they're owned by the same people at the end of the day, the same people who own shares in the companies. And Vanguard and State Street. Yeah, all those companies, they all own 5 to 10% of Disney, Hasbro, Mattel. It's the same, and it's the same dudes. So this is more real than you think. What you're talking about is happening. We're seeing a convergence.
It's the next great frontier in toys and movies.
In making money.
In the next 10 to 20 years, you're going to see a DC Marvel crossover movie.
Yeah, because they've done everything. They're out of ideas. You have to.
Yes, it'll happen. I'm telling you, it'll happen.
Only if The Rock comes back as Black Adam. Sorry, I had to veer.
We don't need that multiverse.
So I thought that they should have brought back Michael Keaton as Joker a long time ago. I thought that would have been a great, because you know the way Jack Nicholson played Joker, and he was like, I'm an old actor, but I can be this funny weirdo. That now Michael Keaton's the old actor who can be the funny weirdo.
They should have brought him back as old Batman, and they almost did it, but they ruined it.
Well, that's the actual Frank Miller story, The Dark Knight. That's the actual concept.
I wouldn't want him to be that Batman, but he was in The Flash as old Batman, but that was horrible.
I can't believe we finally got him back as Batman, and then one of the movies got canceled, and the other one was terrible.
I'm pretty sure the Batgirl movie was terrible.
Well, I don't think the chances he finally comes back and it's projects that suck, you know?
Was he supposed to be in that canceled Batgirl movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and they were going to start, like, he was going to lead a mostly female, like, Justice League. It was going to be like Supergirl and Batgirl and him and.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might work if they got rid of all those other people and kept Michael Keaton.
Should have just done a Batman Beyond movie. He's already old enough to be.
Yeah.
Well, look, we got Michael Keaton as what, Birdman or whatever. Do you remember that movie? That one looked like it was one take of an actor who had played a superhero.
Yeah.
It's very meta.
I
didn't watch, but yeah.
I didn't watch it either, but I know it exists.
It does exist. Listen, hold on. I just want to wrap this up. Is there anything left to say about Mattel and McFarlane right now? I don't think there is. Because we don't know that much. We just know July 2026.
The details of anything. But my prediction, McFarlane is scrambling to get some press release out that he's still in the game. That's number one. Number two, DC just wants toys to advertise the movie. Number three, Mattel just wants to make kid-friendly toys, and they don't care about you at all.
Yep. Pac, what's your prediction? Your official prediction?
Yeah, official.
I think after the contract ends, I think that's it. But I think there might still be hope with DC Direct, because I know they acquired or partnered with DC Direct a couple of years ago. So that might be their way of still kind of doing business, like statues or re-releasing those animated series figures, which I hope, because there's a lot more we still need. But yeah.
You want to know my official prediction?
Yeah.
Pain.
Ooh.
A Rocky reference. It didn't really apply to this show, but we can talk about Mask.
Yeah, I love Mask when we talk about it.
So
loyal subjects.
What is Mask? I'm sorry, I'm not like.
How old are you?
It's a nostalgia. Okay, so it's a nostalgia line.
Oh, hold on, we need to establish how old Pac Photos is.
I think so. I think that might help.
I'm 36.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you might not.
Yeah.
You were born after Mask, then.
Yeah.
Like 89. I think Mask was over by 89.
Was this like G.I. Joe adjacent, or what is this?
This is like 2-inch G.I. Joe in cars that transform into other vehicles. They don't really transform, but it's like all of a sudden the Thunderhawk, right? The Thunderhawk, it has wings now and it flies, the car. You know. We have a gas station that turns into our headquarters.
Yeah.
What?
I'm so surprised you don't know Mask, but it totally makes sense.
It's for the best that you don't know anything about it. You're better off using that brain power for something else on the planet, not Mask.
Do they? Oh, sweet, they did. They got pictures. Oh, thank you, Toy Arc. Shout out to Toy Arc.
Yeah, Toy Arc delivers.
So, what is there to say about Mask? They're bringing it back. They're keeping it true to the original scale. The price point is not horrible. It's not great. This truck is $100.
You can get all this stuff on eBay for. It doesn't go for that much money because they made so much of it, and the demand is actually quite low. And anybody who collects it has already got it in their collection.
I thought that Mask was expensive on the secondary market.
I think that there's
because
probably
they disintegrate, like the toys fall apart. The rubber wheels that rot.
They rot.
They rot.
I didn't specifically know that, but I don't doubt it. None of these toys survive. They all,
yeah,
they all disintegrate. If you watch Toy Federation, which I do, good show, he talks about how like just the stuff in the packages, like all the rubber bands and things, they eventually just rot and split and come apart and everything yellows. And
yeah, Mark, you're wrong. Mask is really pricey.
no, because I looked up some individual cars. I was going to just buy some, and they were like $15.
Well, maybe they were crappy condition or something.
Okay, I mean,
Boulder Mountain is expensive, or Boulder Hill, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's like play sets and probably some specific vehicles in the line that are probably grails to some people. There's probably some specimens to get them with all the pieces and the character and the little accessories to collect everything complete. Might be hard to get and expensive, but if you just wanted like a mask car with the wings that open up so you could put on your desk, they're,
Scott Hughes says I sold my Boulder Hill complete in box for $600.
Congratulations, you dodged a boulder.
That was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so Loyal Subjects says they're going to do, the vintage line basically, but they're also going to do vehicles from the show that were never made into toy form. Whatever those are, I don't know, but that's cool.
Who is the audience for this?
Old white guys in their mid 40s.
Oh, so wait a minute. Doesn't Ace have
that's totally different. It's called Machina.
Yeah, but isn't it like a recreation of the concept of the changing car in like like for people who want it? It's not a bootleg, but it's like it's an homage. It's an homage, right?
I think it's
but
there might be some similarities unintentionally. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to legally suggest anything. I'm just trying to say it's a type of homage to this sort of toy line.
Yes. See, it's a car that you push a button and other parts flip out and it can perform other tasks besides just drive.
Doesn't what he's making, doesn't that scratch this itch or from what these guys are doing?
I think these will be more affordable and they'll be at the store, which Ramen Toys Machina is not.
That is true. So these guys have distribution and you'll be able to get them everywhere.
Someone said they are too expensive. Okay, so I guess, listen, this is not for me, obviously. I didn't think the prices were too far off. And that's just by judging by what, the Machina line costs and what.
Yeah.
But I know they have a lot of small moving parts. They didn't do vac metal. Mask was known. A lot of their vehicles had vac metal. There's no vac metal on these. They do come with these blast effects. That's new. And the tiny little figures are like 2.5 inch. They have an extra point of articulation in the arms, in the shoulders. So they
they're like page punchers.
Yes. They're basically page puncher size.
So this is exactly why.
Bringing it back to McFarlane, Pac. I like it, man.
So Ryan, this is exactly why the industry is headed for some type of a crash or recession. Is we're overproducing stuff that nobody wants or needs.
No one needs any of this. Yes.
Well, I
do agree with Martha, but those biker mice from Mars are just sitting at my Walmart, dude. Like I haven't seen
everything from Nacelle is just sitting at Walmart. I know it's bad. It's bad.
I mean,
people want
making Goonies. Why?
If they made a decent Goonies line, I'd get it. But I'm not buying anything from Super 7.
Good.
I don't want to buy anything from NECA either. But back in the day, I would have bought Goonies from NECA. But they only made them the big 8-inch dolls. I didn't want that. I wanted figures. See what I'm saying, Mark?
Yeah, I just think that we're overproducing crap. And by the way, I would like to talk, not for a long time, but I would like to talk about that Mythic Legions dragon.
Oh, would you now?
I would. I got stuff to say.
I'm still laughing at Mark's natural reaction. Who's the audience for this?
Who is the audience for that?
It's middle-aged dudes.
But the thing is, that's me. I don't want it.
Those best actions though have gone on clearance.
Dude, once you've got Minimates Dracula, you don't. It's cute. I love him.
Does this website even cover Mythic Legions? Toy Arc, what are you doing? It's all turtles? Oh, no, it's because I searched
Well, that's because everyone's got the Turtles license.
Now they do.
I probably have a license for them, and I don't know it.
Only Valaverse doesn't have it.
Them for years, and don't even realize it.
Guys, what would you do if Valaverse got the Turtles license?
He could get it anytime he wants. He could. He could get it anytime he wants.
I'd probably buy a shredder if he made a shredder.
I'd get the shirt. If he had the license, I'd buy the shirt from him.
Come on, please have something from the dragon. Let's talk about the dragon. Go ahead.
So there's something really kind of weird about it, Ryan, in that hold on, let me mirror cam to make things look visually correct.
Just so you know, your camera's not changing on screen. It's only changing on your screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Bummer. I thought I was being so smart, but what I tell you guys, I'm always the dumbest guy in the room, and it's true. So this dragon, right? It seems to me that this is the Four Horsemen's vanity project, okay? Because they don't seem to have a long-term vision for it. Some people have told me they do, but Four Horsemen doesn't have the ability to put out press releases or things on their website. Everything comes secondhand from hearing it from somebody who was at breakfast with a guy. There's no front to that company as to what they're doing. And so are they going to be making more dragons? Is this a one-time print of this thing? Are they just making it and like they just said, well, let's see if we can hustle enough people who want to buy it, we'll make it. I mean, their whole thing is like pop and swap and swapping dudes and, you know, swapping arms and making new characters and new heads and stuff like that out of old guys. And this dragon doesn't fit into any of that. It's a total Four Horsemen vanity project.
Well, the people collecting Mythic Legions are going to buy this thing.
I know. And that's a problem. That's a problem because it's the same thing as a Kiss record, right? The world does not need any more Kiss records. Okay, we've got enough. It's not, or Rolling Stones. Like there's so many problems, world problems out there. Kiss records are not enough. Okay, 5 more dragons after this is done. Who is saying that though? Who is saying that they're doing that?
In their story, they have a story.
Yeah.
In their story, there is 5 dragons.
Not in their marketing, there isn't.
Well,
they haven't come out and said that this is one of several dragons we're going to do and that we'll be reprinting this. They make it sound like once this is funded and done, that's it. And it's all FOMO, that they want to FOMO this thing. And it's like forcing people to have to buy this thing just because it exists. You know, it's a big giant slug of plastic.
They've talked about
they talked about how they want this. That's a vanity project. That's a vanity project. They're making a vanity project and they're dragging everybody with it. Now, here's my problem personally with it, right? I don't want to pay $700 to have the same dragon as everybody else. You're going to be scrolling through Instagram like, oh, green dragon. Oh, green dragon. Green dragon. What you got to do then is you got to customize it and paint it. I would paint this thing. And what happens if I paint it? The value goes to 0 because I'm not Andy Warhol, right? I would ruin this thing. It'd be trash.
Could Jokerize it.
I could joker. I could put World War II camouflage on it.
Pac, I want your thoughts. You were going to say something earlier.
No, there's no mark. So but if there's if it ends up funding Mark and there's a market for it, I think is your I guess your issue with it kind of it's not coming directly from the Four Horsemen, more so just getting hyped up from different sources.
Yeah, well, they don't. There's nothing on their website that says that this is the plan going forward. This is Dragon 1 of 5. And
you think they can be saving it for their Kickstarter though?
I think we'll get more info on it this Friday when it goes live. But listen, I don't think they're going to make the molds for something this big and only make 1. You know,
that's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous. That's a total vanity project.
Could you imagine having 5 of these toys in your house, different colors? And I mean, who has that much room?
There's somebody, maybe Bobby Bala.
He doesn't have that much room. His collection is at his office.
He's gonna take that Palatoy Death Star and
Yep.
slap it off the table.
K-Dog. Oh, I got to that one. Go ahead, Pac.
No, I mean, I think it looks gnarly, but yeah, that thing. I saw somebody holding it. The mold. It looks the size of a dog. Like I'm not gonna be able.
Oh, it's huge.
It looks cool, but I'm not gonna. I didn't know it was $700. Damn.
Well, it's $550.
It's $550,
shipping,
but
tax.
you got to pay the shipping. There could be a tax.
What? Shipping's not included?
No, there's add-ons. There's add-on head, flame, wings.
Holy.
Yeah, it's pricey. Got to get to the chat, guys. K-Dog Broadcasting gifted a 3POA podcast membership. Once again, thank you, K-Dog Broadcasting. Oh, my God. It's time, fellas.
Sorry.
Kent Helsinger with 10 3POA podcast memberships. Holy hell. Kent, thank you so much for 10 3POA podcast memberships. You know, this chat goes so fast, I can't keep up. And I don't even know who got those. But Kent, thank you as always. Incredibly generous. 10 memberships is nuts. Thank you, Kent Helsinger.
I'm also trying to get this thing to work. Goes in your mouth. It's like a little light up mouth guard. It's for people who
like
like
at the Goodwill.
I did. It was new in package, but I did actually get it at the Goodwill, which is probably why the batteries are dead. And it's for people who are like raving.
You got a tetanus shot recently? Okay. Yeah.
I've been saving it.
Kent, seriously, thank you, Kent, for 10 memberships. That's awesome. Samuel Edwards became a member. Thank you, Sam. By the way, everyone that got a membership or is a member, stay tuned for the after show tonight. I will be doing one. Okay. Doing members only stream after this. And then K-Dog sent another one. Thank you, K-Dog. I appreciate you so much.
K-Dog is a lord.
Yeah, a lot of memberships flowing in tonight. Thank you so much, man. All right. So, Mark, you're getting the dragon.
I would, it's an amazing piece of art, and I'm a huge Four Horsemen's Mythic Legion super fan. But I'm also like a critical thinker, and there's just something kind of weird about it. It seems like a vanity project on their end. It doesn't seem like they have a vision going forward that they've shared, right? Are they going to make it again? Are they going to make parts for it? Are they going to like do other things? Don't know what the plan is. And it feels like if you're a fan, you're forced to buy this the same way Kiss fans are forced to buy yet another Kiss record when we don't need Kiss records. I'd rather tell you what, instead of this dragon, I'd rather have another wave of like goblins and dwarves or something. Things I don't even really collect, I would take.
Toy dragons are cooler than Kiss records.
It's a low bar, dude. It's a low bar.
It is.
Gene Simmons probably made Kiss dragons.
He is. He is. I miss you too, Fawcettino93. And yes, there will be a 3POA this Saturday, as long as I don't get as sick as my kid. He is friggin' sick right now. But no, planning on it. In fact, let's get to that. 3POA podcast is back this Saturday. Me and Bobby. Bobby will be live streaming from his hotel in Massachusetts because he's doing some toy show up there. Which means he's probably going to be having a couple drinks with Jordan. Drinks with Jordan, the behind-the-scenes guy. Have you guys seen Jordan, the behind-the-scenes guy?
Yeah, the clip.
I'm the behind-the-scenes guy.
That's Jordan, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, he's a Valaverse employee.
Is that his real voice, or is that his...
He was leaning into it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a little nasally, but...
I will allow it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bobby will be streaming from his hotel room. Probably a little under the influence, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so and we're gonna be going through everything from Toy Fair. Probably mostly everything. There was a lot.
Dude, there's so much stuff, man.
It's too much. It's right. It's like a Goodwill.
It's a lot of plastic.
It's gonna end up in my Goodwill.
Yes. If you find a Mythic Legions dragon at your Goodwill, I will move to Portland.
Done deal.
All right.
I look tomorrow.
But you can't buy it from the Mythic Legions guys and then put it in the Goodwill and say, look what I found. That's cheating.
No, because they'll take that and they'll put it in their auctions.
Yeah, they will.
The kid's going to rip their wings off or something.
Dude, Dude, those kids are maniacs there. They just destroy all those toys, man. Just crush them.
Horrible children. Just keep them away from James Gunn. Friday night. Friday night, Figure Fight Club. Is the Kanan putting links in the chat tonight? Is he doing his job that I don't pay him for?
Yes, I saw him earlier.
Right.
Links in there.
Okay, so Kanan, you can keep doing the job that I don't pay you for. Then I won't fire you. But yeah, Figure Fight Club Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tons of giveaways. Don't miss it. Be there in the chat. You can win thousands of dollars worth of toys, including a
lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
They know they're cool stuff. I'll tell you that.
He does. It's almost like he used to own a toy store or something.
Yeah. There's no mask in there. So that's a plus.
No one likes mask. Thank you, Zakanan. I just pinned that in the chat. So everyone, click on the Figure Fight Club link that's pinned in the chat. Subscribe. Show up on Friday, and then come back to this channel on Saturday for me and Bobby to be very mean to other toy companies and other collectors.
Good.
Put them down. No, I'm just joking about that. We won't do that. He got it working.
Oh, snap.
Does your Goodwill have...
You got to push down on it, I think. You got to
Does your Goodwill have inoculations against disease?
It was in the package.
Does it matter?
No, not really.
Okay.
I was the Figure Fight Club. Shout out to them. I got hip to them when they had Jersey Maniac and Anthony's Customs on there. But they do a good job of creating that discourse and conversation. So they're doing a good job. Yeah.
Hey, I can't wait for Monday. I'm doing a pre-record with Abby and Jersey Maniac.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Pac, what do you got going on? Link to Pac's channel in the description below. Link to Action Figure Atorium in the description below. Check it out. Check out both of their channels. Subscribe to both. And give Action Figure Atorium some love. He was attacked by Shartimus Prime fans when he made a video about street humans.
I'm attacking them now. Why not? What have I got to lose?
It was a very academic video. It wasn't a hate video.
It was love.
Yeah, it was.
It was love.
Yeah.
So, Mark, I do appreciate your ability to think critically when it comes to toys and figures. So I was like, I didn't think it was a bad thing.
No, it was fine. Yeah. And then me and Bobby talked about it. And we were a little, mean. Not really.
You guys read the comments that I wouldn't read. And I ended my presentation with a positive, nice thing that no one really made it to. Because, let's be honest, 20 minutes in, there's nobody.
Pac, do you want to plug anything you got going on? You got a new
I'm gonna work on a review for that. Any McFarlane fans out there? I'm gonna work on a review for that Fleischer suits, but I'm working on this, my first Action Force review. This is gonna drop probably tomorrow or maybe Friday, and then I got a Sunshy one. But that's about it going on for me.
Mr. Action Figure Atorium.
Damn.
Yeah, fat stacks. That's Amazon fake money.
There's a lot of hip hop videos that we shoot at the studio here, and yeah, you do have to have some.
You gotta have some fat stacks, right?
Yeah, just if you guys check out my channel, just know that it's commentary on the toy industry itself, current events, but I also love to cover the indie scene. I love to cover Kickstarters. I'm an old school marketing guy. I used to sell guitars off the floor before I went to work in the .com industry. And I do marketing analysis, and I'm real fair, and we have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We goof. We do a lot of goofing. They call me the big drunk Swede.
So one would say you're somewhat of a guru. I guess.
He's got the hat.
I have some opinions on the guru myself.
Do a video about it.
Guru. Oh yeah, I've made a few. I actually
all right.
Series. Anyways, that's my plug.
Thank you. And just to finish out this show, we got a super chat from Maximilian Tucker. What's going on, Maximilian? He says, "Bring me the head of Laser Pants." Stay tuned to his channel because he will have the head of Laser Pants on his channel in some form. Thank you, Max. Appreciate that. Good night, everyone. The Pac Photos sign us out.
Good night.